Morning. I think you're on mute, Brad.
There we go. Off mute now. Appreciate that. Letting some people in here, and then we'll get started. And also, good morning. Happy Monday.
Hey, Brad.
All right, awesome. Just gonna give them one more minute here, and then we're gonna do one. I want to touch base upon email signatures and y'all's voicemails real quick, and then we'll jump into the good stuff. Is it raining where everybody's at right now? Yeah, I had to drive over the Skyway Bridge this morning, and I couldn't see the bridge leading up to it. Pretty wild. Yeah, don't recommend it. All right. All right. So we will get started here. Make sure Colin Sutherland. Everybody have a good weekend. What did we do? Anything fun? Wayne, are you still up north?
No, I came back. I came back Saturday. Was able to get in open house Saturday. Did one yesterday, and I had five people come in, three clients, and one I wrote a contract. So hopefully that goes through.
Nice. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed.
Great
yeah, thanks.
job.
That's awesome. What do you think made for that success?
I usually it's Lorraine Lakes. It's normally there's 7 or 8 people up there. I was the only one, so I was bombed. I mean, and I did it. I did my own hours. I did 12 to 2, and it was packed. So it was fun.
Good, good. That was on Sunday, you said, or Saturday?
Yeah, yesterday, Mother's Day.
Oh man, that's great. I'm glad to hear that, man. Good
Yeah,
job.
thanks.
Mike, what about you? What'd you do fun this weekend?
We had Mother's Day stuff going on. We went to a brunch at Waterside and had our kids playing on the playground and stuff like that. So it was a pretty active day. So that's what we did.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. And for all the moms on here, happy belated Mother's Day. Hopefully y'all didn't have to do anything and put all the kids and husbands or boyfriends to work. Um, yeah, anybody else do anything fun? Aaron, did you do anything fun? Cheryl, Colin?
Yeah, my husband and I golf, so that was really, really nice.
Okay, did you beat them?
We scrambled.
Okay, very cool.
Partners.
Did you mark yourself to those other people?
Yeah, they're actually going to be listing with me once they get through some house projects.
Okay, that's awesome. Good job.
We had to force them.
Nice, awesome. I know, Colin, you're one of our newer agents. Did you have if you can hear me, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, so I just moved to Northport, so I've just been doing still moving in and doing yard work, trying to fix up the yard.
Oh, nice, awesome. Are you getting hit by the rain right now?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. Cheryl, what about you? Anything fun this weekend?
I just relaxed. My kids have fun-filled weeks, so I just chilled. It's
Okay, good. That's good. Awesome. So, I appreciate that. And Deborah, did you do anything fun?
Well, it was a busy weekend. The first part, my daughters had ballroom dance events on Friday and Saturday, and then I just chilled yesterday.
Okay, awesome. How'd they do? Did they dance very well?
Yes, they did.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. That's sweet. Um, I cannot dance to save my life, so that's all right. So, what we want to do, what I want to touch base on first is two things. One, I've been calling agents, just talk with them and get in touch with them, and book appointments and things like that. And I have realized the amount of our agents that have on their voicemail KW Realty Select, KW Gold, the old voicemail. Um, when you guys have time, please go ahead and update your voicemail. And if you don't have one set that let people know you're a real estate agent, I would create one and do that for your voicemail. It's like, hey, it's Brad. Thanks for calling. Sorry I missed you. Or be like, hey, it's Brad with KW Coastal Living. 1, 2, or 3, whatever it may be. Sorry I missed you. I'll give you a call back at my earliest convenience. Your call is important to me. Boom. Or shoot me a text. I'll get back to you faster. I hear that one a lot. And then I text them and they don't get back to me at all. So I'll forgive them. Um, but I just wanted to point that out to y'all. It's not, nobody on this call has that problem, at least nobody that I've called and heard your voicemail. But just make sure you update that or at least create one for that. You can even do Chat GPT, have it create a voicemail prompt for you, and do that. And then my second thing, your email signature is your email signature. Do what you want with it. But we did create some for you. If you didn't have it sent to you, some people might be newer who haven't had it sent to them. Let me know and I will send it to you. Just shoot me an email. But I want to share my screen and show you guys how to create it. Because if you don't have the paid Canva version, you have to delete a few things and then you can use it. So I just want to share my screen with you real quick and show you that while I have you. Can everybody see my screen that looks like Canva or that looks like the email signatures?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah, I can't see your picture. All right, awesome. So say we want to choose one. We're just going to choose this option 2 right here. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to take me to Canva, use template. Now, if you have the non-paid version, I'm going to open this. So if you have the non-paid version, it's going to look like this. And when you go to save and you go to download, download. All right, well, I'm logged into the paid version account, so scratch that. It's going to say, hey, you have things that are, for paid for subscription that you can't use. It will show you what those things are, so you can get rid of them. But what I'm going to tell you is it's going to be these icons right here. So these icons are the paid for icons. So you have to either get rid of them. So just click and delete, click and delete. And then if you wanted to add them, you would have to go up here to elements. Say, what was that? Phone icon, see all. And then you'd have to find one that does not have this crown or this pro. So like this one doesn't, I can click on it, make it small. Obviously I'd make it small to fit this and then put it right there. If you want that, you don't have to have an icon. You can just have this. But I wanted to show you all that some, for some reason they didn't see this when they created it. And I had, a few agents reach out to me, be like, hey, I can't save this. It has the Canva logo across, like what's going on. This is why you just need to get rid of those and then update it. So if you need help, just let me know. But I wanted to show you guys this, okay? All right. Hey, Ashley, thanks for jumping on. All right. So let me get out of here. Again, I will send you just either put in the chat that you would like that email sent to y'all and then add your email in there just in case I don't have your email. And I'll send you that. I'll send you that file. So while we're here, we are going to talk about Canva. Stop sharing. All right. So we're going to talk about designs in Command and how to create a design in Canva and pull it over to Command. But first, I want to ask you guys. Okay, so first I want to ask you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are y'all at using Canva, just in general?
Good. I was on it this morning for others.
Love it. Love it. All right. Aaron's set on it. Good, good. How about anybody else?
I'm not
1 through 10.
I'm not comfortable. Probably a 2.
Okay. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you out. Anybody else?
3.
Wayne?
3.
3. All right, all right. So hey, we got some work to do, and that's all right. And then one thing another question I have is, what is your biggest challenge you face when you're designing something and when you want to send it in a marketing campaign? So what I mean by that is you want to say you want to make a newsletter and you want to create it and you create it in Canva, but you're like, okay, well now do I just put it in my Gmail? Do I put it in design? Um, is that a challenge for you? Is the challenge just creating it in general? What would that challenge look like?
Both of those things.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
I guess if I create it in Canva, I would say I'm not sure what to do with it then in Command to then send it out for like a monthly newsletter. That would be a question I would need help with.
Okay, perfect. And I'm glad you said that because that's the video we're going to watch and we're going to learn from. And then I'll have a few more questions after for y'all. So great job. And one other thing, I see people sending your emails. Also put in which market center you're at, because I think we have a couple people on from, 1, 2, and 3, Siesta Key, Englewood, and Lakewood Ranch. So just make sure you put that there too. All right, let me share my screen here. It is pouring outside. All right. Oops, hold on one second. Stop share. That's my screen. All right.
Web app idea? Now you can turn it into reality with Hostinger Horizons.
All right, can everybody see my screen? In the video?
Hey y'all, we're back again with another week of Techie Tuesday. To close out our 2023, the remainder of December, we are going to talk about some of the most frequently asked questions we get about the command system. So what we want to cover today is how you guys can get content from other sources into an email campaign for command. That way you're able to utilize your email lists that you have from your database inside of here, but still be able to use the content that you're making on other platforms. So the best way we're going to do this, and some examples of what you might be doing this for, we could be sending out a newsletter. Maybe you want to make something really fancy here in Canva, but you want to be able to, again, connect over to all of those people that you have in your command. Another option is maybe you're sending out something for the holidays and you're wanting to send out that announcement, but again, you want to make a really cutesy flyer for it. We could also just be sending out real estate in general flyers. So if that's your open house flyers or anything like that, then we are going to try to take a look at how to get these types of items into your command emails so you're actually able to reach that database. What you're going to do is you're going to finish fully editing the flyer or the post inside of whatever editing platform you have chosen to use. The most common one we see here is Canva, but if you are using Adobe or any other platform for creating flyers, fully finish your flyer, make sure it is ready to go. It has everything that you need on it. Once it is finished, we're going to click on the share button. Again, depending on what platform you're in, it may be in a slightly different area, but there should be a place where you can download this. When we download this, we are going to download it as either a PNG or a JPEG. I usually start out with a PNG. If I'm told the file is too big, then I switch over and I download it as a JPEG. A PNG file is going to be a slightly higher quality file, so it is going to be slightly larger as well. So I always start out with the PNG. You're going to go ahead and download that to your computer. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to go back into Command and we're going to start our email template. So we're going to say Create Design here in the corner, and we are going to say Email. Once we're through there, we are going to ignore all of these templates and we are going to start completely from a blank template. Inside of here, if you do want to include any of these other widgets, you are more than welcome to. The first thing that I do, because we are in Texas, we do need to follow the TREC standard, and we need to make sure our 2 TREC forms are at the bottom of our email. Also, the easiest way to make your emails cohesive with things that you're sending out of Gmail is going to be to grab your email signature and paste it into here. So I'm going to show you how you do that and how you actually edit that email signature so it comes out looking the way that you want it to look. And then we'll show you how to drop that image into here. So what we're going to do first is click on the text box, and we are going to click, hold, and drag it over until we see the green line. That green line is where we are putting in this content block. So I'm going to drop my text box right there at the top, and then I'm going to go copy and paste my email signature from my actual email. Now that I have it copied, what I'm going to do is double click here where it says insert your text. That is going to pull up where I can actually edit my text box. Then I'm going to delete out what's already in there and paste in what I copied from my email. It's not going to keep the formatting 100% correct, which is why I'm going to show you what you can do next in order to fix it up. Now, it should have carried your links over, so if you do have your 2 TREC links in there, you don't have to make any changes to them. They will already copy over with the links. That's the main thing we're trying to get out of this. We do need to make sure we have those TREC links there. Now we're going to highlight over the entire thing. I personally like to have it centered, so I'm going to center everything there. You can see also that this Facebook bullet here did not keep the link. These little images will not, so you will have to delete any of those out that you have, but any standard text links will go ahead and carry over. Now the next thing I want to do, I don't necessarily need my heritage logo way up here at the top, so I'm going to click on that and drag it where in this signature I want it to show up. Because again, you do have to have the heritage logo somewhere within these emails. So I'm going to drop that here at the bottom, and you're going to see we now have our compliancy here. So we're good to go on that. The next thing I want to change is my name. It's a little small for me. I'd rather it be a little bit more noticeable. If there is one particular part of this text box that you need to edit, highlight just that portion and then make the changes that you need. So I can go ahead and change just my name to be a bigger font. I can bold or unbold it, underline it, whatever I want to do here, change the font color, and you can see it's only affecting my name. If I did want to make changes to any of these other items, I'm more than welcome to. Once this looks the way that I want it to look, we're going to go ahead and click Done. Now you can see I've got this really nice, pretty email signature right here for me, and it matches the one that I use when I send out from my Gmail account directly. The next step is going to be actually getting that flyer, that image, whatever it is, into this email as well. All we need to do is, just like we dragged and dropped a text box, we're going to drag and drop an image box. Now we're going to want to put this above our email signature so you can see the green line being inserted there. And then if I've already uploaded this somewhere, then I will have it under my images. If you have not, then you'll go to Add Images. Where it says drag and drop your files, you will click right there, and then you will have a list of files. Go ahead and pick the one you need. Here is that PNG that I saved just a moment ago. Once you've dropped it, it's not going to automatically accept. You're going to click on it right here, and then you're going to hit save. Now you see that it has entered that flyer into my email template. Also right here, I can preview how it's going to look if they are on a tablet or if they are on a cell phone. So these are the ways that it should come out once it is in there. Now I can go ahead and hit this little eyeball here. That is again going to let me preview what this email is going to look like when I actually send it out. So there is my fully finished flyer that I am sending out. Again, if you're doing this with maybe that newsletter template, one more time, we will go through. We're going to download this as a PNG file. Once that is fully downloaded, we are going to go over to our email. Say you do need to change this photo out because you updated something in the flyer. You can just click on the photo itself. Down at the bottom, there should be a little edit pencil. Sometimes it does appear in the top corner as well. If you click that edit pencil, you'll see our image right here, and we can go ahead and replace that image with whatever it is we are needing to change out.
If you want to start a profitable business or make more money at your job, you already know that artificial intelligence.
And then once you have hit that replace and you've put it in, you can see it has not quite made the change yet. What I'm going to need to do is hit done, and that's going to replace it. So now I've got my really pretty newsletter that I made in Canva, but I'm able to email it out to all of my database within Command. Now, I recommend if you do all this email signature stuff down here and you get it the way you want it, that you label this your master email template. That way you never have to worry about doing the email signature again. All you will have to do each time is switch out the photo that you're using on there. Up here in the top right corner under options, you are also able to send yourself a test email to whatever email address you would like, so you can make sure that it is coming through exactly how you want it to before you're sending it to your clients. Then in this corner, you're going to just close out of it. You'll hit the X and you'll hit Save Changes. If you did want to use this master email template again for something, when you hover over it, you are going to see the 3 dots in the corner, and you are going to say make a copy. That is going to create a copy of the master so that you can always leave the master email template the same, and then you can just edit the copy. That way you always have something to default to. Now this does save chronologically. Typically you can change that, but you can also search. So if this email template does get pushed back in your files, if you search for master email here, you are going to be able to find just your master copies of things, and then you can go from there. Now the next step is going to be actually sending this off to your database. So if we go to this campaign section here, you are going to see at the top there is an email dashboard. This is where it's going to track what's happened to this email after you have sent it off. You could also insert these emails into a smart plan if you have additional steps besides just the email being sent out. Say you need to send the email and you also want to text them. That would be when you would use a smart plan. If you're just needing to send the email out, then just go ahead and do a one-off email blast. You're going to see here it says I have 4,999 emails. With Command, you do have 5,000 free emails a month. This does reset back every single month to 5,000. They do not roll over, but they do reset. Now, when these pull, they are pulling from anything you send out through campaigns, as well as anything you're sending out through smart plans. So if you are noticing that some of these have been taken away, odds are you're sending out something like the monthly neighborhood nurture. So it is pulling from these emails. Inside of this email dashboard, we can also control our email lists. So if you need to send this out to only certain subsections, or if you need to send it out to everybody, you can create that list, go through and pull all of the contacts that you need to, and that way the list is already ready for you. Once you've done your actual email design and your email list, you are ready to send this email out. You're going to say create campaign. You're going to choose the option for email. You're going to go ahead and name it whatever you are doing with this email. This little piece here is just for you. Nobody else is going to see this. So what we're going to put here, say this is our December newsletter. Under your goal, this is again just for your tracking purposes, so you can see how the different styles of emails have performed. In this case, I'm going to say this is just brand awareness. I'm just trying to get my name out there again. Under campaign, where it will run, we are going to leave it at command email. If you do have MailChimp, leave a comment. We can discuss the integration with MailChimp, but if not, always just leave this here at command email. Once we say create campaign, it's going to take us into this section. Step 1 is already finished for us. We did that when we started the campaign. Step 2 is going to be what email address is this going to be sending from. If you need to change this, you cannot change it within the campaign. You are going to have to go into your settings and into your marketing profile to make those changes. Under recipient list, if you created your list ahead of time, you are able to come here and just grab the list that you need. If you do need to create it while you're also doing the campaign, you can do that as well, and you can create it right then and there. Again, step 4, this is something we can only change from our settings page, but this is going to be the sender name and the email address that if anybody responds to this email, it is going to go back to. So if you hit this edit pencil, it is going to take you over into your settings where you can change that. Under subject, that is the actual subject line of the email that they are going to be seeing. And then under content, this is where we are going to be able to go and pull that email template that we had used for this. If you did need to change the name of the template, you can do so. Now, once it's open, I've already finished all my editing. I do not need to make any changes. So I'm just going to hit this little X and go ahead and click on Save Changes. Now you're going to see my preview again here on the right side. I can triple check that I am sending it to and from the correct place. And once I am ready, I can choose to schedule it out if I want it to go out on a certain time or date, or I can send it out immediately. If I do need to come back to this for any reason, I can also save it as a draft so I have access to coming back to it. Once you have actually sent this email out, you are going to be able to come back to your email dashboard. It is going to tell you the status. So if it's processing, if it's been mailed out, it'll let you know what the status is. And then if you actually click on the title of that campaign, it is going to give you a breakdown of how that specific email campaign performed. If it's got delivered, opened up, if someone unsubscribed from you, it will tell you who that person was. If it didn't send because you were blocked or have a bad email address, it'll also give you that information back. Another place you can see the analytics behind your email campaigns is in our reports tab. From reports, you can go to the email report here at the top, and that is going to give you a breakdown for the entire month for both your campaigns and your smart plans and other miscellaneous things you may be emailing from command. Then we can see our percentages and how we are performing month to month so we can track if these campaigns are actually paying off for us. So that's going to be the entire process. But again, if you do have those items inside of somewhere that is not command and you need to get them into an email campaign, download that item as a photo and put it into your email template as a photo. If you have any other questions or need additional help with this, reach out to us and we will see what we can do to help you out. But until next time, thanks for tuning in.
All right. Did that confuse people? Did that make you want to create one? How do we feel?
I
I
do
think,
have something, sorry,
go ahead.
Yeah, actually.
that I wanted to bring up. I was told a couple years ago by somebody that if you send out a newsletter that has too many, or is basically all images, that it's more likely to go to somebody's spam folder or like a marketing folder. So you should always try to have some text in there as well. And I just didn't know if anybody else feels that way too, that they get a better open rate with that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. My our I believe it was, well, actually here, let me preface this first. Before I came here, y'all would get Monday emails and it would just be all text, all text, all text. And the open rate was very low just because people don't open it. Or at least the click rate after was very low. So then we changed it to all these pictures and some text in there that you get now, that you got this today at 8 a.m. Now the open rate is just a tick higher, not much. So I believe that, hey, if you have a lot of people that open your emails, don't want to see pictures, they want all the information, then I agree 100% with what Ashley just said. But if there's people that you're working with that, are better seeing pictures and videos, then that might be, where to go. But I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Anybody else have that going on? All right. Aaron, I think you were mentioning something then.
Um, I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I forget almost everything I say. So,
I don't
um,
remember.
no worries. If you think about it, just chime in. Okay. So now, question: Who? I think I might have asked this in the beginning, um, but after seeing this, raise your hand if you feel just one more tick comfortable using at least design. So, Aaron, thumbs up. Wayne, I know you were at a 3. Do you feel any more comfortable using it, or at least now you have the knowledge behind it? 4. All right. I like it. Mike, I know you're a little tech savvy. What do you think? How was this for you?
Yeah, no, it was a good refresher. Yeah, I tend to use the Adobe products, but yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with Canva and but yeah, that was good.
Awesome. And this is, yeah,
Oh, I do
Aaron?
remember my question. So if I do the email template versus a smart plan, which one is better to use? Because I like it just to be automated where I can just switch it every month, or should you do the email campaign versus a smart plan? That was my question.
So that's a great question. I think you're in my mind because I was going there next. So realistically, they're kind of very similar. And what I mean by that is if you want to have a monthly market update, kind of like that little email that they had right there, and you want to change it, you can have a smart plan put together already. Just update the image that you're going to send, and that's fine because it will update, and you don't have to re-put them on a smart plan. It'll continue. So that for me, I would do. Um, but you can do the other design. You're just going to have to create multiple designs and then send them separate.
And when you
So
do that email campaign within the smart plan, you can't see who opens and what not. Is that correct?
correct. That's the only downfall of the
Okay.
smart plan that I know of. I'll double check though. I'll see if they updated it since. But from my knowledge, that you aren't able to see it through a smart plan yet. Only campaign, which is a good perk of the campaign. So really, you know, if you love numbers, I love numbers, that might be better for you. Yeah. Um, and how many of you all have you all started thinking about or creating your own brand yet, or just putting that, idea out there? Yeah, I know I had somebody that I was working with, and they created their own brand. They love dogs and they have 2 dogs. So now their brand is their 2 dogs. It's their name. I'm like, hey, more power to you. The dogs are kind of cute. So, all right. But what kind of brands or niches are we all thinking about? I promise we won't steal any of them. Maybe I will. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. What about, yeah, Aaron?
I want to do more with golf courses. My husband and I love golf, and so I created a website called On the Green at Lakewood. It's not just specializing for golf, but it's really helping people who want to buy, build, or be near golf. It doesn't exclude regular people who want, 55 plus or new construction, but it's really trying to hone in on people who want that lifestyle and or new construction. So I created a YouTube channel, but I haven't done anything with it yet. And then I have just my website right now, which I'm gonna switch some stuff later next month on that. But I'd like to market that more.
I love that. So 2 things, website wise, Mike, who's on here, he created a website too. He would be awesome to get in contact with. And then, yeah, Mike 5e over there. I'm pointing in the corner. I don't know if he's in the corner of your screen. Um, and then there's a woman in Inglewood. Her name's Paige. She does a lot of YouTube videos. Ashley, you know her. And a lot of her videos are on the golf course. They're
Oh,
really cool. So her name's Paige Schneider.
how do I get in touch with her?
I'll send you her info.
Oh, perfect. And then Michael, I just messaged you. Can you send me your number?
Yep,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, so based on what you're doing, those are 2 awesome people to get in contact with. And yeah, and you know, Ashley, you guys have your brand over there, which is awesome. I kid you, so there's Sand Dollar Home Team, and I went to the beach probably about when I first moved here a year ago. I was walking the beach and somebody must have dropped them. I found 25 sand dollars. My lucky day. It was great. Love it. Now I have not found a single one. Um, yeah, so anybody have any other questions based on this material that we went over? Yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to do some of this as they were going along, and I got my signature in there, but I can't bring in any photo like she did. Can you recap how they brought in that photo for their signature?
Yeah, so what they did, a photo for their signature. So I believe what they did, and I'll review the video and I'll send you an email, a step-by-step email. But what they did, I believe they saved the image, probably a PNG image that they saved. And then I'll have to walk through it again. Let me,
Yeah, I have a PNG and everything, but I copy and pasted it from my signature and it wouldn't add the photo. It wouldn't add anything unless I just did the text.
okay,
And
interesting.
when you're in edit text, it doesn't allow you to add in a picture. It allows you to add in a link, emojis, but there's nothing on the,
Okay,
so I have no idea how she got her photo in there.
let's see. Anybody right now? No, while we're on here? Any smart people? I'm just looking at the video real quick. Um,
Wasn't there another button to add image or add something else? Not the text box, but there was another box. Is that what we're talking about? Or no, are we talking about the picture in the email signature?
She used that to enter in the PNG of the newsletter to add by the image. I didn't think she did that in her signature, but I could be wrong. So I think that
here,
was
just
my theory.
It looked
let me.
to me like she was like in her email and like literally copied and pasted, like dragged over the image too, and hit
Yeah,
copy and then pasted. So that's not working for you. When you
no, it's not taking the image.
And let me. I just
And I
queued it up.
resaved
Let's.
my image in like 3 different PNG, JPEG, PDF,
Yeah,
everything.
you broke it. No, I'm kidding. Let's quick rewatch this and see if if it says anything. If not, I'll dig into it for you.
Okay.
Everybody see the screen? Yep.
My actual email. Now that I have it copied, what I'm going to do is double click here where we see the green line. That green line is where we are putting in this content block. So I'm going to drop my text box right there at the top, and then I'm going to go copy and paste my email signature from my actual email. Now that I have it copied, what I'm going to do is double click here where it says insert your text. That is going to pull up where I can actually edit my text box. Then I'm going to delete out what's already in there and paste in what I copied from my email. It's not going to keep the formatting 100% correct.
Okay, so she copied and pasted it. So I will. You said you already tried that. I'll try it on my end too. And maybe there's a setting that might be off. I'll try to do like work on that um, as well for you. Sorry, it's not working. Yeah. And then, well, when I see you, I think we're meeting tomorrow. Just bring it up to me again and we'll walk through it. Okay. All right. Anybody else have any questions? This wise, not this, could be anything real estate wise. How many open houses are we all holding this week? 47? Aaron's rolling two? Two. Okay. All right. Wayne, three. All right. Hopefully nobody's holding them in the rain right now. Mike?
No, I still have to find someone to shadow, so that's on my to-do list this week.
Okay. If anybody has an open house that they want somebody to shadow with them, there's the man. What we do, and reason why is we like people who are just joining us, shadow, make sure they're comfortable with it, see existing agents how they do it, and then you guys can do your own. Also, don't forget if you have not picked up the open house signs, if you haven't already, you do get two free ones. And then they're $10 moving forward, and then we also have for sale signs now that you all can purchase. I believe the for sale signs are about $30. They are really nice. They're the metal. They have the holes in top and bottom so they can hang for you. So if you don't have a brand that you created yet, you can use that brand in the meantime, and get that out there. And then you can make yourself a rider or whatever you need, to get your name out there too. Because remember, we want it to be you guys and not all just about KW. Aaron?
Okay, so I do want to pick up 2 open houses this week. And so what's the easiest way to find who is hosting them? Is there a Facebook, a WhatsApp app chat? Like how do you figure that out every week?
Yeah, great question. One, Mike Wayne just commented. Make sure you see that. And then for Aaron, for you, if you go into your Facebook and then type in KW Coastal Living 2, let me pull it up here real quick. When you type that in, one will be a page and the other one will be a private channel. You want to join the private, well, you want to like the page and then join the private. The private is where you're going to just post like a, about you type of thing and say you want to host an open house. And then that's where you'll get people to respond to you. Now it looks like this. It says KW Coastal Living 2 and then agents. Um, so let's see. I don't know if you could see that. Um, yeah, KW Coastal Living 2 agents. That's the private page. And then just KW Coastal Living 2 is the page that you can follow. Okay.
And then I just post in there, like right now I could create a post and say, I can host 2 open houses this weekend. Please contact me. Okay.
Yep. Yep, exactly. And then yeah, and then if we do, I don't think we haven't done this yet on Instagram, posting it too. We just haven't gotten to that yet. But Facebook's going to be your best bet. Comment on there, hey, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. I have these days that I want to host an open house. Let me help you out. And if we know anybody, we'll let you know. Cherie, the growth coach, if she knows anybody, she lets the growth coaching know. Rebecca will let you know too. Just let us know you're looking to, and we'll get you one.
I would also say too, like find the agents in your market center that have a lot of listings and just ask them, because we may not always be like actively looking, like we haven't promised like our clients, but we have listings that they would love to have an open house. We just don't typically think that we don't have anybody to do it. So
Yeah, and everybody in here is from all 3 market centers, and y'all can have open houses
yeah,
for
you
a
can. We
different
got
market center.
we have listings you can host.
Yeah, so yeah, Aaron, feel free to message Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you send me your phone number, Ashley?
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, so that's a good way too. Yeah, because we're all team here. KW Coastal Living 1, 2, and 3. We're KW Coastal Living, so we're here to help you all out. But yeah, if nobody has anything else, I'm gonna scope down here and get everybody's information that y'all sent me. And then I'll send that out to you, and I'll send a recap of today. And also this will be on YouTube, the YouTube's KW Coastal Living as well. Okay. All right. Well, all you all have a blessed Monday, and keep killing it. And I can't wait to hear about your successes next Monday.
Thanks, everyone.
See y'all.
All right.
You guys are gonna kill it. Keep up the good work.